Hi, I'm Adari P.T. Brown. I want to talk to you about education. As we currently see education today in America, we must ask ourselves a couple of questions. Number one, what are we doing to educate our kids so that they can have a better future than we currently have? Number two, are we spending our money wisely when we invest in education? And number three, how can we get parents more involved in the educational process instead of them standing on the sidelines or instead of us always chastising them for not being more involved in their children's education? It takes a village to raise a child. That's the African proverb I was brought up on. So if we're supposed to be a village, then why is our village failing our kids? Why are we looking at ourselves in a different way today than we looked at ourselves 40 years ago? I understand the family mechanism today isn't the family mechanism that was there 40 years ago. The structure of the home isn't there for a lot of children. But when the news broke today that we are at the highest poverty level we've ever been since 1993, then we have to question ourselves, how can we better equip our kids for the future so that they can be better prepared to deal with the issues of today and tomorrow? That's the real question. I'm not saying I have the solutions by myself. And I'm not saying our politicians have the solutions, but what I am saying, we need to have a real discussion about education that isn't just throwing money at building new schools, buying new equipment, when the fact of the matter is we must educate our kids not only in the classroom but out of the classroom. How do we do that? It has to be a collective effort. Business leaders who want to be a part of the educational process need to step to the forefront and say, hey, we see a need, we will address it, we're going to put our best equipped business leaders into schools, meaning volunteering or simply bringing in money and equipment to help the kids educate themselves about the business world today. Number two, the teachers have to stop demanding that they need more money, they need less students in the classroom, they need this, they need that. Fact of the matter is, teach those kids that are currently sitting in front of your face. Teach them every day with the best capabilities that you have. The best teachers are not the teachers who bring in the better equipment or who have the best equipment or who have this or have that. The best teachers are those who take the time and sacrifice to give to the best of their students that they give to the least of their students. Those are the best teachers that impact lives and change lives like never before. Politicians need to learn that they cannot simply pass policy bills if they have never stepped foot in the classroom and seen what's currently taking place to our teachers, to our principals, even to the security at the building. We need to make sure that politicians actually know what's taking place in the best of schools as well as in the worst of schools, and they need to create policies that will improve all schools so that they all can meet the same standards that we're trying to generalize them as. These are just simple solutions that I'm proposing, but I'm not saying that I have all the answers, because the problem today is no one has all the answers to what ails our educational system in America. There's not one thing that fits all. We learned that by No Child Left Behind. However, we have to hold ourselves accountable for the things that are sitting right in front of us today. So my proposal is simply this. Are you ready to fight for our children's future like many have fought for our future? I'm ready to fight for it, but are you? If you're serious about reforming education once and for all in America, once for all in your city, in your town, in your state, then stand up now, walk down the street, or drive down the street to the nearest school building and get involved. Our children need us today and not tomorrow. It's time to stop spending money on the problem where we're not putting bodies to deal with the problem. That's the only way this village that we call the United States of America will become a better America. I'm proposing this today, and I hope others challenge themselves to take this baton that I'm passing along and say we're going to be in this together to fix the educational woes ailing our educational system. I'm Adari P.T. Brown, and this is my perspective.